Welcome to another episode of Run with Julia. Another not running with Julia. Well, maybe there'll be some running at the end of the video. I'm having a bit of a non-running phase because my last video had a cold. I got better. But I have been, as some of you know, having a little bit of trouble with my hip and back, which creates sciatica. And it got a bit intense. And when it's intense, I can't run on it. When it's kind of flashing. So I haven't been running, but I was talking with Anadi about this. I'm very good with injury or not running, and I see it as a process, and I see it as my body processing something, and that it's a shift. And my first serious injury, I was 17. I was really fast runner. I was really, one of the top teenagers in the country, and I started the cross country season, and I had an amazing result. Can't remember exactly where or what, but I know it was good. And then I injured my Achilles, and my Achilles tendon was injured for 6 months, but I just adapted to cross training, and I always know cross training is amazing. I think it's actually a good thing to do. I always think it's a good thing to do anyway, and then I sort of end up doing all running. But I did 6 months where I did, I think, 3 weight training sessions a week, and I did 2 hours a day on the exercise bike, an hour at lunchtime, an hour in the evening. And after 6 months, I then did 6 weeks running training, and then I did my first 3,000 of the season, 3,000 metre track race, and I went from 9:54, I'd finished off the season before, to 9:27 or 29, but under 9:30, boom. And that was off cross training. So it's a good thing to do. And so I never mind cross training, and also it's a bit rainy out there. So I'm going to take you cross training in the gym today, and we will see if I'm hopeful. I don't feel sciatica-y in the same way. I do lots of exercises, and I've had a nice treatment with a chiropractor, Dom, who has clunked me back. He said my pelvis was all squiff. And so there's, and I obviously didn't run the mile race or the Vitality 10K because I couldn't. So I had a nice weekend with Anadi, again, wandering around London and cross training. So I'll see you in the gym. The gym's behind the Chelsea registry office, and I think you may know that I love weddings, but too early for a wedding. The other day I saw 3 brides, one coming out, and then there was one there queuing, and then another one here. So I'm 3 for 1. But I'm a bit early for a wedding. You never know when I come out. There it all is. I think I'll do the rowing machine today. There is a place I can put my phone. That's clever. I'm on the rowing machine. I was injured with my back when I was 47, so 18 years ago, and I was injured for months. I had an upslip where all I'd done was trip on a paving, and then my back went out and it wouldn't kind of heal for months. And so I bought a Concept 2 row machine. I had it in my spare room, and I trained on it massively, and was very fit on it. I'm quite kind of good at rowing, and I really enjoyed it. But I'm just going to warm up. That's 20 minutes warm up. I enjoyed that. I'm now going to do 10 times 30 seconds, then 30 seconds easier. Because 30 seconds always seems quite a long time on the rowing machine. Let's go. Seconds is enough. So I shall do 10 of these. go. I once trained for a marathon mainly on a bike back in, I was running for charity, and it was around, Lord, I can't remember, 1995, and I couldn't really run much because I kept having a calf injury, so I did most of my training on the bike. It wasn't like this, and for entertainment I used to watch trailers of films which was on the television in front of me, and I was running for St Catherine's Hospice, and I was the leader of 26 runners all raising money, so I had to run this thing, and I managed to run 3:05, and I had 3 blue stops because the Gatorade wasn't agreeing with my tummy, so cross training's good. Decided to finish with 5 minutes backwards walking, just pushing the treadmill. Oh, I can't get it going, but yeah, it's going. This is an out. Can you see that? It's an out of order treadmill, so I'm going to do 5 minutes of backwards walking. And it's, I don't know if any of you have seen Knees Over Toes Guy, and he's got lots of incredible good exercises for knees. One of them is the backwards sled pull, which I often do, but backwards walking is good. So 5 minutes of this to finish. There I am. It's fun, isn't it? I love all this. The fun of technology and mirrors and everything. I enjoyed that. That was really, really fun. As I said, I think it's so important to see injury just as times when we can't run. Just as processes and opportunities to do something different, opportunities to realign and balance. I hope you can hear me. And it's so important to be where we are. It's something I say to my clients always, to say I am where I am and it's okay. I am where I am and it's okay. And that's whatever we're in the middle of, to be where we are and to be at ease in that place, and that is, happiness is within us rather than the external things. The Buddhist saying is happiness is the way, there is no way to happiness. And so if we're joyous inside, then everything outside is changeable and different. It doesn't actually take away from our ease. How exciting! There is a wedding. I was wondering if people, actually I think people do get married on Mondays. I think there are 6 weddings a day in Chelsea, but I'm not sure whether they're just emerging. But there it all is. I have this great love of weddings, and I really have picked the best place for a gym. They look very happy. I think I love it in part because it's what humans are about. We love. We like loving each other. Well, it doesn't look like it always, I know, but I think that's our natural state. I'm not running with Julia and watch a wedding. It's now Saturday morning and I am jogging. I haven't run for 3 weeks because week 1 my sciatica was biting, and so I trained with Matt in the gym in Eastbourne. Week 2 had a cold, thought that a week off running I'd probably be okay, but I wasn't. So as you know, at the beginning of this video I was running, no I wasn't, I was rowing in the gym and my sciatica was still biting. Then I've had 2 treatments with Dom Cheetham, who is a great chiropractor,
and my pelvis was properly twisted, because any of you who don't know my channel, I have a fourth vertebrae that's twisted from a riding accident when I was 8 and exacerbated by a car accident when I was 17. Slight scoliosis in the spine, which I essentially manage all the time really, really well with a lot of exercises, but the pelvis had gone properly out, and so then my sciatica has been biting. And then what happens as well, actually I'll walk, is I often then get issues, either Achilles, hip, knee. And the thing that really created, or mostly the issues last week, wasn't so much sciatica, which was eased, was my left knee. But it's fine. And I'm just doing jogging and walking for a little run, probably only be out for 20 minutes. And then I'll be ready to run and walk. I think I'll run and walk, but for further tomorrow morning with an Ardy. But I just wanted to report in, and it's, as I said earlier in this video, it's really important that part of healing is relaxation and being with what is. And actually, Dom, it's really good because the knee had jangled itself. He's really helped me with some more knee exercises and hamstring stretches, because the tendon on the inside of my knee snaps over when it's tight, and it snaps. And this first happened dramatically in 2011 when I just ran the Edinburgh Marathon. The last 5 miles were into a headwind. My hamstring tightened and tightened, and not long after the marathon my knee did a sound like a gunshot. Jog a bit more now. Sound like a gunshot. And I thought, ooh, is this it? Is this the complete end of my running? And I sat on a bench, I remember, in the rain. Anyway, since then, the tendon on the inside often snaps over if the hamstring gets too tight. But he's taught me how to properly stretch the hamstring in a different way. And so it's all good. There's always learning. I've been running, because I'm 65, I've been competing since I was 15, so 50 years. And I'm always learning at a physical level and at a spiritual level. It's the joy of being present and being with what is, and conversations that you have and the learning you have by going and having a treatment, or actually 3 weeks of rest, has been fun. And I'm going to Lisbon next week because it's Nadi's birthday on the 7th of October, but we're going on Friday the 4th. And there is a Lisbon half marathon, which I originally was aiming for, but I've cancelled. But there is an 8k. So my hope, I say hope, but you know, the aim is that I will be running in that, even if I take it easy. Hopefully I will see you, well, I will see you in Lisbon, but hopefully I'll see you at the 8k. So as always, thank you so much for running with me and not running. 3 weeks of not running with Julia. Thank you for not running with me, and thank you for subscribing and being alongside on this journey. And I hope you have an amazing day, and thank you. Oh, and Nadi's not here, so if you'd like to put a thumbs up if you've loved the video, that would be wonderful. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I'm in a lovely park in Chelsea, the lovely church behind me. I'll show you just to finish. Can you see it? Yes, there it is.